Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Figma Flicks Hub. I hope you're all doing great. Today, we're diving into a very useful and beginner-friendly React Native topic. In this video, we're going to walk through three important things: how to use FlatList in React Native, how to add smooth vertical scrolling, and finally, how to integrate the Gemini API inside the chat screen. This combination will make your app feel more dynamic, professional, and user-friendly. Alright, so let's get started. First, open your browser and go to snack.expo.dev. This is the tool we'll use for iOS testing, because it lets you instantly run your React Native code inside the browser, no setup, no frustration. And later we write code for Android and test our app in emulator. When you open your project, the very first file you'll see is app.js. This is the file where your entire app actually begins. Inside app.js, we start by importing React, along with some basic components from React Native, such as view, text, and touchable opacity. After that, we create a simple function using export default function app, and whatever UI we want to show on the screen will be returned from inside this function. Right now it's empty, but this is the place where we will soon inject our complete navigation structure. To move between screens in a React Native app, we use React Navigation. So the next step is to import the navigation libraries. We import navigation container from React Navigation/native, create stack navigator from React Navigation/stack, and create bottom tab navigator from React Navigation/bottom tabs. These imports give us everything we need. Now that our app component is set up, the next step is to bring our navigation system into action. Inside our export default function app, we add navigation container/navigation container. This container works like the home base for all navigation throughout the app. Everything related to routing and screen transitions must stay inside it. Once that is done, we go to the top of the file and import two very important tools: create stack navigator from React Navigation/stack, and create bottom tab navigator from React Navigation/bottom tabs. These give us the power to create different types of navigation, like switching screens vertically using a stack, or switching between main pages using a bottom tab bar. After importing, we create two constants outside the app function: const stack equals create stack navigator, and const tab equals create bottom tab navigator. You can think of these as machines that will help us build our navigators. Finally, we go back inside our navigation container and add tab navigator/tab navigator, which tells the app that our primary navigation system will be the bottom tab bar. Later, we will add different screens like home, add product, chat, and profile inside this tab navigator to make our app fully interactive. Now inside our tab navigator, we can finally add our different screens by writing tab screen name equals home tab component equals home stack / followed by placeholder tabs like tab screen name equals wishlist tab component equals / tab screen name equals add tab component equals / tab screen name equals chat tab component equals / and tab screen name equals profile tab component equals /. These will later connect to actual pages inside our application. To organize our project better, we now create a new folder called SRC, and inside that we make three more folders: data, components, and screens. This folder structure helps keep our files clean and professional, just like real production apps. Inside the screens folder, we create three files: homescreen.js, detailscreen.js, and playerscreen.js, and inside the data folder we create product.js, where we will store product data. In the components folder, we add chiptag.js and productcard.js, which we will use to build reusable UI elements later. Now, let's set up our first screen, home screen. We open homescreen.js and write our basic code, first importing React using import React from React, and then importing view, text, and stylesheet from React Native. After that, we create our main component using export default function homescreen, return, view text homescreen/text/view, and finally, we define our styles using const styles equals stylesheet.create. At this stage, we successfully created our folder structure, added our first screen, and connected the Home tab with our navigation system, which means we are now ready to continue building the rest of the app step by step. At this point, we already have our home screen file working, so now we simply copy the same basic structure from home screen and paste it into the other two screens, detail screen and chat screen, just to set them up for now. After that, we open our app.js again and import our three screens using import homescreen from /screens/homescreen, import product detail screen from /screens/product detail screen, import chat screen from /screens/chat screen. These imports allow app.js to recognize and actually display these screens inside navigation. Now, we create a function that handles navigation inside the Home tab, which we call HomeStack. In this function, we return a stack navigator with screen options equals header shown false, so that we remove the default header bar for a cleaner design. Inside this navigator, we register three inner screens: home main, which loads the home screen, details, which loads product detail screen, and chat, which loads chat screen. This setup means that when a user taps a product, they move from the home screen to the details screen, and from there they can even open the chat screen without leaving the Home tab. To make sure all of our bottom tabs are working even before we build the real screens, we create a temporary component called dummy screen. This is a very simple functional component which accepts a prop named text. Inside the return statement, we use a view that takes up the full screen with flex 1, and we align everything to the center both vertically and horizontally using align items, center, and justify content, center. Inside that view, we place a text element that displays whatever text we pass into this component. This allows us to instantly create placeholder pages like wishlist page or profile page without writing full UI yet. It's a great trick to keep app navigation testable while we build more features. Once this dummy screen is ready, we go back inside our tab navigator and start adding our tabs. The first tab screen name equals home tab component equals homestack / loads our actual home stack with multiple screens inside. For the other tabs, since we don't have real screens yet, we simply pass dummy screen as a temporary UI using arrow functions. For example, tab screen name equals wishlist tab component equals dummy screen text equals wishlist page / shows a centered message saying wishlist page. We repeat the same pattern for the add tab, chat tab, and profile tab, each one displaying a different label like add new item, chat section, or profile page. This gives us a fully functional bottom navigation bar with 5 tabs that the user can switch between smoothly. Even though only the Home tab currently has proper navigation, the rest of the app structure is now in place. We are basically laying the foundation brick by brick so that we can later replace these dummy screens with fully designed and interactive pages. With this step completed, our e-commerce app officially looks and behaves like a real mobile application, and now we're ready to fill each screen with actual content and real features. Now that all our tabs are added, it's time to make the bottom navigation bar look clean, modern, and professional. So inside our tab navigator, we add some styling and behavior using the screen options prop. We write screen options equals route equals, which gives us access to the route.name, helping us show different icons for different tabs. Inside screen options, we hide the default header by setting header shown false, and we remove the tab labels using tab bar show label false because we want a clean, icon-only UI. Then, we customize the tab bar style. We increase the height to 100 for a spacious look, add rounded corners at the top using border top left radius 20 and border top right radius 20, and give it a nice white background. We also add position absolute so it floats with a modern feel. Now, to add icons, we use the tab bar icon function, which dynamically returns different icons based on which tab is active. To do that, we import icon libraries at the top of the file using import ion icons feather from an expo/vector icons. These icon sets give us access to hundreds of beautiful icons used in real-world mobile apps. When the route name matches Home tab, we return an icon that represents the Home section, and later we will do the same for Wishlist, Add, Chat, and Profile tabs. With this step, our bottom navigation instantly transforms into a stylish, smooth, and professional-looking tab bar, just like top-level e-commerce mobile apps you see on the App Store and Play Store. Inside the tab bar icon function, we begin by identifying which tab is currently being displayed on the screen. This function receives three important parameters: focused, color, and size. Among these, the most crucial one is focused because it tells us whether the user is currently on that specific tab or not. This helps us dynamically change the icon style to give proper visual feedback. So first, we check the condition if route.name == Home tab. If this condition is true, it means the Home tab icon needs to be rendered. Inside this return statement, we use the icons component to show the Home icon. For the icon name, we use a ternary operator name = focused Home outline. This simply means that when the Home tab is active or selected, we show the solid, filled Home icon, but when the user navigates to another tab, the Home tab icon switches to a hollow outline version. This instantly helps users understand which screen they are currently viewing. We also set the icon size to 28, making it slightly larger than the others to emphasize that Home is the primary screen. The color also changes based on focus as black when active and gray when inactive. This subtle color shift enhances usability and creates a clean, professional look. Then we move to the next condition, else if route.name == Wishlist tab. Here, instead of a conditional icon, we directly return an outlined heart icon using name = heart outline. This is because wishlist is usually represented by a heart symbol in most shopping apps. Like before, we apply the same logic to color. If the tab is focused, we color the heart in black to show it is selected, and if not focused, it stays gray. The size of this icon is set to 25, slightly smaller than the Home icon since wishlist is not the primary screen but still an important navigation element. By implementing icons in this way, our navigation feels much more natural and engaging. In the next part of our tab bar icon function, we handle the icon for the Add tab. We start with else if route.name == Add tab, which means this block will run only when the current tab is the Add tab. Instead of returning a simple icon like we did for Home and Wishlist, here we return a view component with a custom style to make it look like a floating action button. Inside the style object, we give it a bright background color #D4FF00 so it immediately stands out from the rest of the tabs. We set the width and height to 60, making it a perfect square, and then use border radius 20 to round the corners, giving it a soft, modern shape. The margin bottom 30 lifts the button visually above the tab bar, so it looks like it's popping out. We center the plus icon inside by using Justify Content, Center and Align Items, Center. Then we add shadow color, shadow opacity, shadow offset, shadow radius, and elevation to create a nice shadow effect, especially on Android, which makes the button look elevated and clickable. Inside this view, we place a feather icon with the name plus, a size of 28, and color black, which becomes our main action icon for adding new items. After this special Add tab, we move on to the Chat tab with else if route.name == Chat tab. Here, we simply return an icons icon with the name Chat Bubble Outline, a size of 25, and a color that depends on the focus state: black when the tab is active, and gray when it's inactive. This chat bubble icon clearly tells the user that this tab is related to conversations or messaging. Finally, for the Profile tab, we check else if route.name == Profile tab, and return another icons icon, this time with the name Person Outline, again sized at 25 and with the same focus-based color logic: black when selected, gray when not. This person icon is a universal symbol for user accounts or profile sections. By the time we finish these conditions, each tab in the bottom navigation bar has its own unique visual identity. Home and Wishlist are clean and minimal, Add stands out as a bold floating button, and Chat and Profile are instantly recognizable. All of this together makes the app's navigation feel intentional, polished, and very close to what users expect from modern e-commerce applications. With this entire navigation logic working, from dynamic icons to focus-based color transitions to action highlighting UI, users now get a smooth and intuitive way to explore different parts of our app. It feels like a real marketplace experience, browsing from home screen, checking wishlist, performing primary actions, chatting with sellers, viewing personal profile. Every tap feels meaningful and visually supported. By completing this step, we've gone far beyond just coding a bottom navigation bar. We've actually designed an experience. We've focused on visual communication, clarity, and user intuition. And this is exactly how real product designers and developers build apps that feel natural, modern, and delightful to use. Our app navigation is now no longer just functional, it's starting to look like a polished retail product users would love interacting with. In this file, we are creating a list of products that will be displayed inside our app. We export this list as the default value, so we can easily import it into any screen later. Each object in this list represents one item from our e-commerce store. For example, the first item has ID 1, a unique number that helps us identify the product inside lists and navigation, and the name is wool sweater, priced at just 8, and the image is imported using require/assets/m3.jpg, which means we are loading a local image from the assets folder. The second item has ID 2, named goat wool sweater, priced slightly higher at 10, with an image m4.jpg so users can see what they are going to buy. The third product is black boots, with ID 3, priced at 15, something stylish and useful. The fourth one is ID 4, a vintage bag, priced at 20 with image m6.jpg, this adds more variety to our catalog. Then we have a leather bag with ID 5, priced at 30, showing we have products in different price ranges. The sixth product is a shoulder bag, ID 6, priced at 40, offering a more premium style. The seventh one, ID 7, is a travel bag priced at 50 for customers looking for bigger usage. After that, with ID 8, we have a sling bag priced at 60, a trendy everyday accessory. The ninth product is a cute mini bag, ID 9, priced at 70, smaller but fashionable. For ID 10, we include a messenger bag at 25, perfect for work or college users. Next, ID 11, the office bag, priced at 40, made for professional use. And finally, ID 12, the weekend bag, priced at 50, ideal for short trips. All these products together create a well-balanced catalog with clothes, shoes, and different styles of bags, giving users variety and helping us test scrolling, UI layouts, pricing format, and image loading inside our app. This dataset is small, clean, and perfect for demonstrating a real-world e-commerce experience while we build and test features step by step. In this part of our app, we are building one of the most important components of any shopping experience, the product card. This card will be displayed inside our grid or list, and it represents a single product that users can browse, tap, and interact with. So let's walk through this entire code step by step in a very simple and human way. At the top of the file, we import React because we are creating a functional component. Then we import several essential UI elements from React Native: View, Text, Image, Touchable Opacity, and Style Sheet. Each one has a specific role. View helps us structure the card layout. Text allows us to show product names and prices. Image displays the product photo. Touchable opacity lets us add user interaction, so when someone taps the card or taps the heart icon, actions happen instantly. And Style Sheet is used to write styles separately so our design stays clean, organized, and easy to maintain. We also import Ant Design from @expo/vector icons because we want to display a heart icon for favorites, and Ant Design provides those beautiful filled and outline heart icons we need. Next, we define our component as export default function product card, item, onPress, isFavorite, onToggleFavorite. This means we are passing 4 props from the parent screen. Item contains product details like image, name, and price. onPress handles what happens when the user taps the entire card, usually opening the product details page. isFavorite, a Boolean value that tells us whether this product is currently marked as favorite. onToggleFavorite, the function that runs when the user taps the heart icon. Inside the return, the whole card is wrapped inside a touchable opacity. This makes the card clickable as one component so users can tap anywhere to see more details about the product. We apply styles.card to it to give it shape, spacing, borders, shadows, and make it look visually appealing like a real product tile. Inside this card, the first thing we show is the product image using image source equals item.image style equals styles.image /. The item.image is pulled from our product.js file where each product has a local image required. A product card must always show a picture first because in e-commerce, images sell, they grab attention instantly. Next, we add another touchable opacity positioned over the image using absolute styling. This holds the favorite heart icon. When the user taps the heart, we run the onToggle favorite function to mark or unmark the item as a favorite. Inside it, we render the @design icon and choose the name dynamically based on the isFavorite prop. If the product is already a favorite, we show a filled red heart with name equals heart and color equals red. If not favorited yet, we show an empty gray heart name equals heartu and color equals gray. This gives the user instant feedback and emotional connection. They feel like they saved something important. Below the heart icon, we show the product name using text style equals styles.title item.name/text. This displays the item's title like wool sweater or leather bag. Product names are essential for identity, search, and selection. Right under the name, we show the price using text style equals styles.price $item.price/text. Pricing is one of the highest priority pieces of product information in any shopping experience. Users always look for price before buying. The dollar symbol adds clarity, and the styling helps make it visually distinct. So overall, this product card component is doing the job of a mini storefront for each product. It shows everything a user needs at a glance: an attractive picture, the product's title, the price, and a heart to show love or save for later. It's interactive, clean, and visually structured so the user can quickly decide what to explore and what to ignore. Now let's break down the styling of our product card component because this is what actually brings the UI to life and makes our card look modern and premium. We create a styles object using stylesheet.create, which keeps our design organized and optimized. The first style is for the card container itself. We set width 48% so that two cards can fit side by side in a grid layout on the home screen. The background color is white to keep it clean and fresh. We then round the corners with different border radius values: border top left radius 25 and border top right radius 25 to create a soft, premium curve at the top, while the bottom corners are slightly smaller using radius 16, giving the whole card a stylish shape. We use overflow, hidden so the image and heart icon stay inside the rounded edges. Margin bottom 15 ensures spacing between rows of cards, and elevation 3 adds a subtle shadow especially visible on Android, helping the card look lifted from the background. Next is the image style. We set the height to 170 to give the product photo a strong visual presence. The width is set to 100% so it stretches fully across the card, making the layout clean and bold. Again, we add border top left radius and border top right radius so the image perfectly follows the rounded shape of the card top. This tiny detail keeps the design neat and professional. The title style controls how the product name looks. A font size of 16 makes it easy to read while scrolling. The font weight 500 gives just enough emphasis without being too bold. We add padding horizontal 8 so the text doesn't touch the edges of the screen, making it visually comfortable. And margin top 5 gives breathing space right under the image. Then we have the price style. We choose a slightly smaller font size 14 because price is secondary to the product name, but still very important. We color it gray to keep it subtle yet visible, and use the same horizontal padding for alignment with the title. Margin bottom 8 adds spacing below the price, so the content doesn't feel cramped. Finally, we style the heart icon. By using position, absolute, we place the heart button right on top of the image. We push it to the top, 8 and right, 8 so it sits neatly in the corner. We give it a background color, white with a rounded shape using border radius, 16 so the icon looks like a small floating bubble. Padding, 10 gives enough space for the heart icon to breathe inside its container. We add elevation, 2 to give it a subtle shadow, making it pop from the image beautifully, a tiny effect that improves the user experience by drawing attention to the favorite action. All of these styling choices together help craft a visually polished, user-friendly product card. The rounded edges feel smooth and welcoming, the shadow gives physical depth, the spacing keeps everything readable, and the centered image grabs the user's attention instantly. This is the kind of UI users love in modern shopping apps: clean, stylish, and highly scannable. With this styling complete, every product in our app now looks like a premium item worth exploring and buying. In our home screen, we're now starting to build the main layout that the user will actually see when they open the app. Inside the export default function home screen, we go to the return statement and wrap everything in a view style equals styles.container. This view acts like the main screen background or canvas where all child components will live, and the styles.container will handle things like padding, background color, and layout later. Inside this view, we add a FlatList /, which will soon be responsible for rendering our product list in a scrollable way, but for now we're just placing the structure so the screen knows we want a list-based layout. After that, we create a helper function called const render header equals. This is not UI that appears by itself, but rather a function that returns JSX, and will later attach it to the FlatList as its list header component. Inside render header, the first thing we return is a view that will wrap all the top content of our screen, such as greeting, subtitle, and banner. Then we add a text style equals styles.header title, hello, Marina/text. This is our friendly greeting line. In a real app, Marina could be replaced by the logged-in user's name, and it makes the interface feel personalized and warm instead of generic. Just below that, we show another line of text using text style equals styles.subtext, let's start shopping/text. This works as a soft call to action, encouraging the user to explore products in a casual, conversational tone, which is great for user engagement. Next, we add an image/component to show a hero banner at the top. We set the source to require /assets/th1.jpg, which means we're loading a local image file from our assets folder. This banner image might show a model, a product collage, or some seasonal promotion, and it visually pulls the user into the experience. We style it with styles.banner so it has the right width, height, border radius, and spacing. Under the image, we display another text element, text style equals styles.bannertext, autumn collection/text. This works like a label or campaign title for the banner, letting users know what kind of theme or collection they're currently seeing. It could later be dynamic, like winter sale or new arrivals, depending on the season or event. All of this header content together, greeting, subtext, hero image, and collection title, becomes a welcoming introduction at the top of our FlatList. It sets the mood for the rest of the shopping experience. Instead of just dumping products immediately, we're guiding the user in gently, combining storytelling with UI. And the best part is that this entire section is packaged inside render header, so we can easily attach it to FlatList and keep our code clean, modular, and easy to maintain as the app grows. Now we start bringing our home screen to life by setting up the FlatList that will display all of our products. First, we write FlatList list header component equals render header /, which means before the product list begins, we want to show the header section we created earlier, the greeting, the banner image, and the collection title. Then we add data equals products, which connects our FlatList to the array of product objects we built inside product.js, telling React Native exactly what items it should loop through and display. Next, we set number columns equals 2 to show products in a 2-column grid format, which looks much more like a real shopping app rather than a long single-column scroll. To keep proper spacing between cards, we include column wrapper style equals styles.row, which will later align our product cards nicely next to each other. For performance and stability, we add key extractor equals item.id.toString, which provides a unique key for each item based on its product ID. This helps React Native efficiently manage the list without unnecessary re-renders. Then comes the most important part, render item equals. This function decides how each product should visually appear inside the list. On top of this file, we made sure to import our custom component product card from /components/product card. Inside render item, we return product card item equals item /, passing the product details such as image, name, and price into the card. We also add on press equals navigation.navigate details item, which means if a user taps on a product card, they will be navigated to the product details screen while carrying that product's data. Next, we connect our favorites feature using isFavoriteEquals, favorites.includes, item.id, which checks if the current product ID is stored inside the favorites array. If yes, the heart icon turns red, otherwise it stays gray. And for interaction, we include on toggle favorite equals toggle favorite, item.id, so tapping the heart button will update the favorite list in real time. Finally, we write shows vertical scroll indicator equals false to hide the default scroll bar for a cleaner, more elegant shopping design. With all of these properties combined, our FlatList component becomes a powerful, dynamic product display system, scrollable, interactive, modern, and visually aligned to real e-commerce UI standards. Every product now shows up beautifully with images, titles, pricing, favorites, and smooth navigation, making the home screen feel complete and professional. Now we're adding an important feature inside our home screen, the ability for the user to mark products as favorites. To handle that, we first create a state variable using const favorites set favorites equals use state. This means we are storing all favorite product IDs in an array inside the component. Initially, the array is empty, but each time a user taps the heart icon, the array will update. Then we write our function toggle favorite equals ID equals, which receives the product's ID as the identifier. Inside this function, we call setFavorites and pass a callback that gives us access to the previous state. Using a conditional check, we ask, does the favorites array already include this ID? If yes, then remove it using prevFilter, fid equals ID, meaning the user has unfavorited it. If the ID is not present, we add it by returning a new array using previous ID. This simple and clean logic ensures favorites update instantly and correctly every time the heart button is pressed. In our home screen styling, we first define the container, where Flex 1 allows the screen to fill the entire device height. Padding horizontal 15 adds clean spacing on both sides so the layout doesn't look tight or messy. The background color, #FFF, gives a bright, modern feel, helping product images and text stand out clearly. We also add margin top 10 to create a small gap below the top of the screen, making everything feel more comfortable to view. Then we style the header title with font size 28 and font weight bold to make the greeting appear friendly and strong, while margin top 40 ensures enough breathing space below the status bar. Next, the subtext uses a smaller font size, 14 and a gray color so it supports the main title without grabbing too much attention. Finally, margin bottom 15 adds spacing before the banner component. Overall, these small yet important design decisions help our home screen look clean, visually balanced, and welcoming for users right from the moment they enter the app. Next, let's talk about the styling for our banner section, which helps create that eye-catching shopping experience right when the user enters the home screen. We start with the banner style. Here, height 170 gives the image a nice tall shape so it feels like a bold hero section rather than just a small picture. Border radius 22 smoothens the corners beautifully, making the banner look modern, soft, and premium, a style that aligns with high-quality e-commerce apps. We set width 100% so the banner stretches perfectly across the screen, ensuring a full bleed design with clean visual impact. Then, margin bottom 30 creates a big enough gap below the image so elements like product cards below it don't feel cramped. The margin top 10 gives slight spacing above the banner as well, so everything looks balanced and nothing sticks awkwardly to other components. Finally, resize mode cover ensures the banner image scales properly on different screen sizes, filling the space without distortion and maintaining a visually appealing aspect ratio. Now, for the banner text style, this is the promotional heading displayed on top of the banner image. We use position absolute so this text doesn't take up space in the normal layout flow, allowing it to sit beautifully over the banner like a campaign label. Top 180 and left 60 place the text at a precise spot where it looks professional and readable, aligned with how real shopping promo banners appear. The color, white, ensures perfect contrast over the image, immediately catching the user's attention. And font size 24 combined with font weight bold gives the heading power and clarity, ideal for highlighting sales events or seasonal collections like autumn collection. Lastly, we style the rows in our product grid using row justify content space between margin bottom 15. With Justify content, space between every two product cards in the same row stay evenly spaced, preventing them from touching each other. And that brings us to the end of this tutorial. Today, we successfully designed and implemented a polished home screen for our e-commerce app, complete with a clean banner section, a smooth two-column product grid, and interactive product cards that support real-time favorite toggling. I truly hope this session helped you understand not just what to build, but also why each UI decision matters when crafting a user-friendly shopping experience. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me. Your support means the world. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, please give it a thumbs up, share it with fellow developers, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss upcoming tutorials. Your likes and comments genuinely encourage me to keep creating high-quality educational content for you. In the next video, we'll level up our app even further. We'll build a fully functional product details screen along with a chat screen that interacts with the Gemini AI API to simulate real buyer-seller communication inside the app. We'll also test the full flow on both iOS and Android to make sure the experience is smooth, responsive, and production-ready. So stay tuned, the journey ahead is exciting, and together we are getting closer to launching a complete, intelligent, and beautifully designed e-commerce application. Until the next video, keep learning, keep coding, and keep creating amazing apps. See you soon!
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system